Okay, we are live. My name is Jati Jones. Welcome to another live stream. It's the beginning of a new week. That means 4 live streams coming at you. So, right now, let's wait and see who's with us. So, if you're here, if you can hear me, if you can see me, please drop me a comment, say hello, mention what city or what country you're from, and we're gonna get rolling in just about a minute. We're just gonna wait for some people to join. So today I'm gonna help you get access to your masculine motivation. I'm going to help you connect with that inner fire inside that's going to pull you so powerfully that it's not your alarm clock that's going to wake you up in the morning. Instead, you're going to be pulled by an irresistible vision. Okay, Raz, hello. Thank you. I see your comment there. Toronto, Canada. So, that's what we're going to talk about today. How can we, Pasido's back. Hey Pasido, nice to see you back, man. So today we're going to talk about how to get you motivated. Okay? So this presentation is for you if you want to have that kind of fire inside of you where you wake up every day pulled and driven to be operating at your highest level of productivity and chasing your dreams no matter what. So we're going to eliminate procrastination. We're going to eliminate distraction. We're going to talk about if you're not feeling that motivated or driven after, this lockdown and all this stuff, how do you get that back? How do you get the fire back in your belly? Also, stay tuned till the end because I'm going to do some question and answer at the end. And I'm also going to offer you a very special gift. Okay? I'm going to offer you a very special gift at the end. And we're also going to do Q&A. Angel, hey man, thanks for the shout out. Oh, Danny Ortiz. Danny, I haven't seen you in years. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Jad, my brother, I'm triple ready to continue grinding now that I graduate tomorrow. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Okay, so today I'm going to share the 3 secrets. I always forget to do this, excuse me, because I'm always... let's hide that. I'm new to this software, so I always forget to remove or change that. So, hello from Kigali, Rwanda. Yes! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello. Very happy to have you, man. Welcome all the way from Rwanda, man. Okay, so I took some notes for you today. You know Jad's serious when he takes notes. Okay? Juan. My pleasure, man. Thank you for commenting and thank you for watching. So, today we're going to talk about what are the 3 secrets to masculine motivation. Okay? What are the 3 secrets to masculine drive? What are the 3 keys to have you waking up in the morning with that fire inside so you just want to go and attack life? And you don't have to worry about motivating yourself. You don't have to worry about being lazy because you're going to wake up with such a fire inside of you. You're going to wake up so connected to your purpose that you don't need motivation. You've got purpose. You've got a vision and something is pulling you. Does that sound good to you? Are you guys excited? Drop me a comment. Adrian, what's up? Thanks for the shout out, man. Welcome, welcome. You got here on time. We're just about to talk about the 3 secrets of masculine motivation. Let's do this. Okay, Raz is ready. Yeah. P17689. I don't know what that username is. All right, cool. Okay, so let's start with secret number one. Okay, so Raz said it took him an hour to wake up just because of a lack of motivation. I hear you, bro. Okay, so let's start. What is secret number one of connecting to your masculine thrust, your masculine motivation? Okay, AK is back. Welcome back, AK. So, here's what we need to learn first. Rakesh, hey man. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Welcome. The first secret to accessing your motivation as a man is we need to address something called denial. Okay? We got to address denial. Here's what I realized. I've been studying productivity very deeply for a number of years now. And one thing that I noticed about myself, as well as about other people, is that we human beings are denial machines. Let's say that again. We are denial machines. What does that mean? That means a lot of the time we live in denial. Oh, I'm not that lazy. I'm not that broke. I'm not that fat. I'm not that out of shape. I'm not, we are in denial. Matila, good evening. Thank you for joining. Nice to have you. We are in denial of where we are, okay? If you've studied NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, in NLP they say the mind deletes, distorts, and generalizes. Your mind deletes information, distorts information, and generalizes information, okay? So let me tell you a little simple story about how I was struggling to get motivated, and the root cause was because I was in denial. Okay, so this winter, I started eating like a beast. Okay, I started eating like a monster. I was eating ice cream, cake, chocolate, deep fried stuff, fast food, pizza. I was just on a rampage, eating and eating and eating, right? And I was looking at my body and I'm like, okay, I gained a bit of weight, but it's not that bad, right? But I was in denial because actually, even my girlfriend told me, she's like, whoa, you're like huge, man. You got like a huge belly, right? And I would look in the mirror and I'm like, it's not that big. I'm like, okay, yeah, I gained a few pounds, but I'm not that big, right? So an interesting thing I realized is that even when something is in front of us, we can still be in denial of it. So I'd look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh yeah, I gained a few pounds, but I'm not like that bad. I'm not that bad, right? But then I'm like, I measured my waist, and my waist was almost 5 inches larger than the normal size. Okay, I had grown around my waist around 5 inches. So for you, that's centimeters. No, we're talking inches around my waist. Okay, and then I'm like, whoa, that's a lot more weight than I thought, right? So then I said, okay, in the mirror, I look at myself and I'm not feeling motivated. I'm not feeling like I look that bad, right? So then I said, okay, let me look at myself through a different perspective. And then so what I did is I filmed myself and I took pictures of myself. And then when I saw the film of how I looked without a shirt on, then I was like, whoa, whoa, that's bad. And when I saw pictures, I'm like, whoa, that's a lot worse than I thought. Okay? And then, so what you need to realize is even if something is dead in front of you, if you're looking at it all the time, you still may be in denial of it. And you may have to switch your perspective on how you look at the thing in order to finally be like, whoa, I gained a ton of weight. I need to get serious about this. Okay? All right, Danny. Nice, nice, right? So, denial. Denial. Okay? Now, let's talk about, and I'm going to lead you to why denial keeps you unmotivated and how to get out of denial in order to reconnect with your motivation. That's where we're going. Okay? That's where I'm taking you here. But stick with me. Catalin, nice to see you. Okay? So, when you are in denial, what does that mean? Okay? When you are in denial, that means you are not looking at the problem. Okay? You are not looking at the problem. You do not acknowledge the problem. A perfect example of denial is an alcoholic. Okay? So for you guys in America, you know that there's a group called Alcoholics Anonymous. Right? Nima in the house. All right, man. Thank you so much, bro. Nice to see you here. So, in Alcoholics Anonymous, we all know what's the famous line when you're at a meeting, you join an AA meeting. It's called AA for short, Alcoholics Anonymous. The first thing you say in a meeting is what? Hi, my name is Jad and I'm an alcoholic. Right? That's the first thing that has to come out of your mouth every time you speak. Okay? Why is that? Okay? Hey, the Frenchman in the house. What's up, bro? So the first step, right, is hi, my name is Jad and I'm an XYZ addict, right? Step one, if you want to get motivated, you first have to admit you have an issue. So right now you're watching, maybe your issue is in the fitness arena, maybe it's in the women arena, maybe it's in the career arena, maybe it's in the spiritual arena. Whatever it is, if something isn't going your way, or if you want to be motivated, let's just use working out because it's a simple example. Let's say that you've been saying, I want to work out, I want to work out, I want to get in shape for months, but nothing's changing. Why? Because fundamentally, you have not first admitted that you are terribly out of shape. You have not admitted that you are lazy. You have not admitted certain things. Okay? So, number one, we human beings are denial machines. And as long as I stay in denial as to how out of shape I am, I'm not going to be motivated to change. Because if I'm in denial, guess what? I'm not in pain. I'm not in enough pain to stop eating the hamburgers, the pizza, and the KFC and the ice cream. I'm not in enough pain. Because I'm not looking at the problem like, oh, it's not that bad. I have a fast metabolism. Not anymore, Jad. Right? It's when I stopped and looked honestly at the issue that I got enough pain. Okay? That I got enough pain, then I started getting motivated to change. You understand? So let's take a time out. I appreciate your comments, guys. Bring on the comments. I love the comments. Catalin says, because admitting you're an alcoholic means you can do something about it. Excellent. Javier, nice to see you, man. Yeah, Catalin also says, not admitting that you look very bad will keep you in a soft training routine and you won't get that much of a result, right? So, step one to getting motivated is to admit. Okay? Listen to me, gentlemen. Step one to get motivated in whatever arena right now that you want to get motivation in is to admit. Okay? Admit. I am an alcoholic. I am addicted to sugar. I am lazy. I am out of shape. My body does not look the way I want it to. Whatever it is, I am broke. My finances are in a mess. The first step is to just admit it 100%. Okay? You have to admit it 100%. Okay? Why? Here's what happens. Victor, welcome, bro. Here's what happens when we say, I am an addict, I am lazy, I am X, right? So for me, I had to say, I am fat, I am out of shape, and I am addicted to sugar. Okay? I have a sugar addiction. I cannot control myself. Once I get a taste of sugar, I just eat more and more and more and more. It's like a drug for me. I had to admit, I am an addict when it comes to sugar. Okay? And only when you admit, that means you've switched something, which is now you are seeing. the issue accurately. Where did we start? We said human beings are denial machines. If you are in denial, what are you? You are blind. You are blind to the problem. When you say, I have a problem, you are looking at it. And because you are seeing it accurately, it's like you now woke up. Okay? And what are you waking up to? You're waking up to a gap. All right? You're waking up to a gap. A gap between where you are today and where you dream to be tomorrow. Where you are today and where you dream to be tomorrow. And now, because you woke up out of denial, you see the gap. Okay? And this is key. I want you not only to see the gap, but to feel the gap. Okay? You need to feel the bad feelings that it feels that, oh wow, I want to be over here, but I'm over here. I'm falling short. I'm disappointing myself. I'm breaking promises to myself. I'm not living in alignment with what I believe in my values, in the self-image I have in my head is not matching who I'm being right now. And then this gap causes pain, which is good. Because when there is a gap between where you are and your desire, then there's desire can only exist in a gap. You understand? When you were in denial, there was no gap, and so there's no desire. Because you're fooling yourself into thinking, oh, I'm not that bad. But when you look and you say, oh, I'm doing worse than I thought, and there's the ideal, oh, now there's a gap, now there's desire, and now the fire starts to wake up inside of you. You understand? So, let me read the comments. Drop me a comment. Is this making sense? Sparta in the house, welcome. Santi said, 99% of solving a problem is realizing there is one. Perfect. So for anyone who just jumped on, welcome. We're sharing the 3 secrets of masculine motivation. These 3 secrets will unlock your masculine drive and thrust and have you feeling fired up and motivated every single day. After the 3 secrets, we're going to do Q&A, and after that, I'm going to offer you a very special, amazing gift. So stick with us. Okay, so let me take a look at my notes while you guys are dropping comments. And believe me, I read all your comments. I may not answer all of them, but I read them and I appreciate them. Okay, Catalin, thank you. Okay, that's a good question. Do you believe that there are some situations and maybe lying to yourself is good? That's a good question. Well, let's address that. I'm just checking to make sure that I covered the first secret fully. Okay, there are a few things, okay? Thank you, Frenchman. So, Stefan, the famous Stefan, my wingman in Vancouver, for those of you who know, he's saying air and oxygen to feed the fire of desire within the gap. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Okay, Catalin is already in the VIP. Can't wait. I can't wait either, man. I can't wait to form a relationship with you and become friends with you. Okay, so a few more things. I want you to picture denial. Okay, first of all, you know what allowed me to break through to another level of productivity and motivation and efficacy? Realizing my weakness as a human being. Let's say that again. You know what allowed me to break through to another level of performance? It's that when I realized my weaknesses as a human being, it is actually very beneficial to us to realize that as human beings, we have inborn, built-in vulnerabilities. And I want you to remember for the rest of your life We are denial machines. We are denial machines. We fool ourselves in so many areas. And so you need to be vigilant into not fooling yourself, not lying to yourself. One of the most difficult things is to not to lie to oneself. Okay? I think Bruce Lee said something similar to that. To not lie to oneself, to really know oneself. Okay? So denial is always going to be there. So you got to be diligent. And when you are in denial, it is like being drunk. You are drunk walking through life and missing the boat. Okay? And when I admit, hi, my name is Jad and I'm an addict. I'm a sugar addict. I'm this, I'm that. That's me waking up from my drunken stupor and coming back to life, taking ownership, coming back into the driver's seat and gaining back control. All right? Emil, love you right back, man. Thank you so much. Okay, so to conclude, secret 1 out of 3, a man in denial can never truly feel motivated, okay? Because there is no gap. There's got to be some pain for you to be motivated, all right? And one final thing, I think all of us have experienced the period in our lives where someone offended us, and then we went out on a mission just to prove them wrong because they hurt our egos, right? So you need to kind of offend yourself, okay? You got to get real on, wow, man, you know what? I picture myself up here by now, but you know what? If I'm really honest, I'm still all the way down here. I have not been doing even half as much hard work as I know I should have, okay? So a bit of pain is good sometimes, all right? So, back to the question about, Catalin asked, do you believe there are some situations and maybe lying to yourself is good? I mean, for this conversation, let's just put that at the side. For now, we need to tell the truth to ourselves in order to have that gap, okay? Maybe in another conversation, visualizing things, visualizing yourself in your ideal way and all that, that's great, and that's like kind of manifestation, but that's another conversation. So for the sake of clarity, we will not mix them, okay? Today, the step 1 is to be in the truth, right? So let's just stick to that, okay? Lino's in the house. I'm not sure I understood your question, Lino. I'm sorry. Maybe you can rephrase it. Okay, so real quick. All right, man. Enjoy, bro. Much love to you, Steph. Much love. Have a great day. Okay, so for those of you who just joined, first of all, thank you to everyone who's here live. I appreciate you guys. I miss you guys. Drop me a hello. Drop me a shout out. And today we're talking about the 3 secrets of masculine motivation, how to reconnect to that fire inside so you wake up, you jump out of bed every day, fired up to take on life, full speed ahead. All right? So, we just covered secret number 1, which is admit you have a problem, look at your problem honestly, create that gap of pain between where you are and where you want to be. And that gap of pain allows you to have the desire and fire to get up and go after what you want. Beware of denial because it will rob you of all your drive. The masculine energy is a forward thrust through the world. You need to maintain your drive. I personally believe you should always be a little bit pissed off at something or going after something. You should always be on a mission. Always. Always out to prove yourself in one area of your life. Not to prove yourself to other people, but to demonstrate to yourself that you got this level. And once you reach this level, man, I got another level. And once you go to that level, you need to go to another level. Excuse me, all right? Just keep pushing. Don't be satisfied. Okay, David D is in the house. Okay, David D, well, once you join the 14-day challenge, man, I'm telling you, you're not going to be lazy anymore. Okay. Sparta says, I feel like I'm getting easily distracted doing multiple things. Okay, so these are very common. If you're getting distracted easily, if you're being lazy, if you lack motivation, if you're lacking direction, if you always get overwhelmed, I'm offering a free 14-day coaching class, especially on productivity for men. It is the #1 first program on the planet specifically designed for men. Productivity for men. The first on the planet specifically designed for men. You can go to theproductiveman.com, get your VIP pass, get on the waiting list. We will start probably next week. Okay? And we will, my guarantee, I will double, give me 2 weeks and I will double your productivity. Okay? Guaranteed. I've done it for myself. I've done it for over 50 guys. We got a system specifically engineered for men. So, worked for them, worked for me, it'll work for you. Go grab your VIP. Okay. All right, Sparta, you're in. I knew you were in, bro. You're always there. You're always there, man. Always there. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so let's go to step 2. Step 2. What's the second secret of masculine motivation? Step 2. To get your motivation up is to start tracking. Okay? Start tracking the one thing that's most important to you in your life. So, what does that mean? So, let's say I want to lose weight. Well, then every day I need to track important things in relation to losing weight. I need to track my weight on a scale. I need to measure my waist with a tape measure. That's tracking. Okay? I need to track the food I eat. I can get an app and take pictures of the food. I can maybe track my calories. Okay? So there are things you can track. Okay? If your finances are messed up, then you're going to start tracking, hey, how much money am I spending each day, each week, each month? Where is the money going? So tracking. You understand? So why is this secret number 2? What was secret number 1? Denial. Denial means you weren't even looking at what you were doing. So, to bring you back into the real world, into facts, you need to use numbers. Tracking is one of the most powerful exercises you could ever do in your life to improve your life situation. Because when your mind sees the numbers, and then there's a huge discrepancy between what you want, what you thought you had, and what you really have, or how good you thought you were, but the numbers are showing that you're not that good, that's another huge gap. That's another slap in the face. That's another, oh damn, I better get my act together. Let me tell you this, the numbers never lie. What did we say the mind does? Distorts, deletes, and generalizes. Okay? I remember sometimes I thought, oh yeah, you know what? I think I went to the gym 3 times this week and 2 times last week, and but then when I looked at the calendar, it was much less than I thought I was going. So your mind will trick you endlessly. Your mind is a distortion, deletion, generalization, denial machine. And so we fight that with pen and paper. Okay, or with a notes app, and you track the metrics that are important to you. Okay, what is this about? If you are tracking things, what is the shift you are making? You're going into full responsibility. When I was eating sugar and cake and Snickers and ice cream and hamburgers, do you think I was tracking anything? No, sir. Right? I was just lying to myself. I'm okay, I have a fast metabolism. Irresponsible. When I started tracking, that's when I took ownership and said, I'm going to be responsible for myself. And what does a responsible man do? He keeps account. Let's say that again. What does a responsible man do? He keeps account. Right? One more time. What does a responsible man do? He keeps account. If you were a head of a household, you have 4 kids and a wife, and you didn't keep account of the finances, what would that make you? That would make you one irresponsible person. If you're a father of a household, you would keep accounts because people are depending on you. You need to start keeping account. You do that by tracking. Okay? So, first, we admit, okay, I have a problem, I'm out of shape, I'm this, I'm that. And now 2, we're backing up this what's the word, admission, this confession with numbers. Oh yeah, you know what? I see that my diet is terrible. I've been taking pictures and it's all hamburgers and pizza and French fries. Okay? And something happens in your brain when you start tracking. Okay? You start tracking and your numbers are like down here, but your brain wants them to be up here, right? So your brain sees the discrepancy and it says, no, 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 this is not my self-image. That's not good, right? And it starts correcting. When you measure over and over, daily, weekly, monthly, your brain starts correcting the imbalance because it does not want that to be true. So numbers never lie. Numbers are your weapon against denial. Denial takes away motivation, because it takes away the gap. We need to maintain the gap between where we are and where we want to be. Okay? So, and then tracking amplifies the gap. Let's say that again. Tracking amplifies the gap. One more time. Tracking amplifies the gap. What did I say? I say you not only need to see the gap between where you are and where you want to be, you need to feel it. Let me back up to step 1. One thing I forgot. You need to stop. Once you admit what problem you have, or you look in the mirror and you're like, wow, I look terrible, or whatever it is, you gotta stop. Get present. And sit in that feeling, not the thought, the feeling. You need to be impacted emotionally by this, let's call it the pain gap. You need to get impacted emotionally by the pain gap. That is what's going to light the fire that turns into desire to change. Let's say that again. You need to feel. You need to be present in the moment and allow yourself to feel how bad it feels. Look yourself in the mirror and see the disappointment in your own eyes. Man, I'm better than this. How did I end up here? What did you do to us? You disappointed me. You're better than this. This is not okay for me. Give yourself a talk. Get impacted. Feel it. You need to feel the gap, the pain gap. Not only think, oh, you know what, I'm fat, okay, I need to change. And then you moved so fast, you didn't get impacted emotionally. If you didn't get impacted emotionally, you're not going to light that fire inside that wants to fight for a better life, a better you. You see, we're talking about motivation. What are we really talking about here? All of us have an image. We know we're better than that. And so laziness is a broken promise. Laziness is 1,000 broken promises. You know that uneasy feeling you feel in the background? You know what that is? That's you unconsciously knowing that you've been living in denial and ignoring the gap. Not looking at it. Oh, I don't want to look at it. Ah, it's not that bad. Thank you, Miles. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I love that painting too. Okay. So please drop me a comment right now. Let me just take a timeout. Who just got a light bulb like, oh, I need to stop and get impacted emotionally by it? Okay. Who just got that and just be like, oh, okay, that's a little different. Miles, welcome. So we're on secret 2 of the 3 secrets of how to connect to your masculine motivation. Secret number 1 is admit the problem you have. Now we're on secret 2, which is you got to track everything. Pasidu, I'll get to your question once we're done the 3 steps. I appreciate your question. Okay, the comments just take a little bit to come through. Just give me a second. Let me make sure that I covered everything here. Okay, Anab, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad, man. Very nice. Okay, yeah, Miles. Hit that rewind button later on. Okay, so the big takeaway, tracking amplifies the bad feeling of the gap, which then causes a positive effect of you wanting to correct that discrepancy. Okay? Okay? So, what secret number 2 really is about? What it's really about is it's about facing yourself and your problem squarely. Let's say that again. What secret number 2, what tracking is really about is that you're not shirking, you're not avoiding it, you're facing it squarely. And why is step 2 facing it squarely? Because now you're using numbers. Now you got numbers to back up how badly you're doing. So you're really an uncommon man amongst common men because you have the courage to say, okay, let me really put the numbers down and admit the situation I've put myself in. Okay? Facebook user, sorry, your name isn't showing here. It's like you have to put yourself out of the comfort zone. This is the only way to move forward. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so to close up point number 2, you need to realize in order to be motivated is harsh. Nice to see you, man. It takes courage. It takes courage to look at your life honestly. It takes courage to admit you have a problem without excuses like, yeah, I got a problem. And it takes courage to track everything. And when you admit you have a problem, when you look at that problem squarely, when you track everything, what benefit do you get? You get humble. So we are denial machines. And with that denial comes arrogance. Oh, I'm not doing that bad. Oh, you know, I'm better. Blah, blah, blah. Arrogant, ignorant. When you're tracking, that humbles you. What's the benefit of getting humbled? I'll tell you. It helped me a lot. When you get humbled, you realize, oh, this is going to take a lot more work than I thought. Oh, maybe I'm not as big of a hot shot as I thought. And once you know that, that's good. Once you know that, that's when you realize, okay, I realize I have to give maybe like 5 or 10 times the effort if I really want this. Because I've been half-hearted my whole way, half-assing it all the time, and I'm not getting there. And now that I see everything honestly, I see I just wasn't putting in what I need to put in. Okay? So we're humbling ourselves here too. until you get humbled, you're never going to be motivated. Okay? So, to wrap up, secret number 2 of igniting your masculine motivation is to track the thing that's most important to you daily for one month or more, so that you have to face the numbers. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. All right. So leave me some feedback. How are you guys liking it so far? Is it beneficial? Are you feeling motivated? Do you like this? Also, who's already joined the VIP 14-day coaching challenge that's starting next week? Drop me a comment. Okay, cool. Raz joined. Fresh just tuned in. All right, Sparta, thank you. Apologize, the comments take a bit to come through. All right, let's continue. So if you just signed in, we are talking about the 3 secrets to masculine motivation. How do you ignite your masculine motivation, your masculine drive, so that the alarm clock is not what's waking you up in the morning. What's waking you up is a vision that pulls you, and you can't wait to get out of bed every morning and give 110% effort every single day. And you don't need somebody motivating you. You don't need, well, it's not that you don't need some, but like you have that motivation because you're connected to something. All right? So, secret number 1 was admit your problem 100% without excuses. Okay? Create that pain gap. Secret number 2, start tracking to amplify your pain gap and see the numbers and see the huge discrepancy between the numbers and where you are, so that you finally wake up to see how far off you actually are, which in turn is going to motivate you to work even harder. And now I will share the final secret, which I believe is the most important in igniting your masculine drive, is the following. So, in secret number 2, we got accountable to ourselves by tracking. Secret number 3, the thing that's moved the needle for me the most in my life, as well as for my students that I've coached. You get yourself accountable to another man. Oh, I said it. Get yourself accountable to another man. Get yourself on the hook with somebody else that's going to check up on you, that's going to keep you accountable, that's going to follow up with you, that's going to call you out. You need to answer to someone. Countless studies in all these different success books have found the same thing. When they compare people who go at things alone versus people who get accountable to a coach, to a group, the people who get accountable to someone or to a group far outperform the people who don't. Every time, without exception, it's a law. Okay, let's say that again. Countless studies have shown that when they compare people that just go at life alone versus people who get accountable to mentors, to coaches, to peer groups, the people who are accountable to other human beings, okay, not to an app, okay, not to yourself, not to another human being or group of human beings, far surpass the people that don't. So, secret number 3 to stay motivated and have a fire inside of you is to be accountable to another man. Okay, let's say that again. You need to be accountable to another man. You need to be on the hook. Somebody has to keep you has to have you on the hook. Otherwise, it's easy. Oh, I'm not going to show up to the gym today. I'm not going to do my workouts. Oh, I'm not going to, start the new business today. I'm tired or whatever. Excuses. You need somebody outside of your own brain to keep you accountable. Okay, so Fresh says, makes sense. I act much more responsibly when other people are involved. Yeah, you know what? You just reminded me of something. Let me tell you another part of my story. So I told you I gained 5 inches extra on my waist. Okay? And then do you know how I lost? Do you know how I lost that? I had an accountability group. Okay? I tried a lot of stuff. I tried, on my own. It's like, until I got the accountability group and I said, hey, brothers, keep me accountable to this. I'm really struggling with it and I keep failing over and over. Hold me to this. I'm on the hook. That's when everything changed. If we look back to the natural way, the natural order, we grew up in tribes. Our fathers, our brothers, our uncles, our grandfathers, our neighbors were all surrounding us. We were surrounded by men. We had men in the old days, in the tribes, keeping us accountable. Don't do that. What are you doing? Go there, hunt, bring this, don't do that. But now you're like a lone wolf. You can do whatever you want, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Okay? Look at your life. How have you been performing? If you're a lone wolf, probably your performance probably isn't optimal. Actually, I know for a scientific fact that it's not optimal because high performance is a science and it follows laws. And one of the laws, okay, unbreakable laws of high performers is that they don't go at it alone. So even without knowing you, if you go at it alone, I know that you're not a high performer because you cannot escape the laws of nature. So think of it this way too, okay? Sometimes guys argue with me and they say, you know what, Jad, I hear what you're saying, but I think I'm still going to go at it alone. Okay. I want you to think, so let's say I told you we're in the savannah and there is a lion that's alone. He's been excommunicated from all the tribes and he's walking the savannah alone. What do you immediately think in your head? You think, he's going to die, he's weak, he's vulnerable. Oh, damn, he doesn't have a tribe. He's in trouble, right? So instantly, when we look at the lion in nature, we instantly, intuitively know, oh no, they need to be in a pack to survive. If one is excommunicated, walking as a lone wolf, okay, in this case, a lone tiger, a lone lion, excuse me, okay, we know that that lion is dead, okay? But yet, we come into our own lives, and this is where I'm going to invite you to get a little insight. Have you been the lone lion in the world? Maybe that's why you keep falling short. Actually, that is why you keep falling short. Again, I've been studying the laws of success for over 20 years. They are laws, just like the law of gravity. When you walk off a cliff, whether you're a good person, a bad person, a hard worker, or a lazy person, gravity pulls you down because gravity is a law. Well, there's another law. Those who go at it alone remain in mediocrity. There is not one biography that you can ever find of a man who reached greatness alone. It does not exist. Okay? So secret number 3, Hakeem, welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Thank you for the shout out. Okay? So, just like you don't want to be a lone lion in the savannah without power, you don't want to be a lone lion in your life. You need to get on the hook. You need to get accountable. When you are accountable to a group of men, your whole life changes. Your whole behavior changes. You wake up, you're like, I know somebody's behind me. I know someone's got me on the hook. And here's another advantage. We are men. We have pride. We don't want to look bad in front of each other. And so naturally we're competitive. And it's like, I want to prove Sparta wrong. I want to prove Hakeem wrong. I'm going to show him that I'm not going to eat those cakes. And then I'm going to show him next week my waist is going to be thinner. And the next week I'm going to show him my diet. And I'm going to show him that all I ate was salad and chicken breast. So You also get that competitive, that healthy competition motivation when you are held accountable by other men. You see? So that's why I created this 14-day coaching experience, because we are going to be a group of men together, calling each other out, holding each other accountable, putting each other on the hook. I'm going to be on the hook for stuff too. I'm going to say, hey, for these 14 days, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And you're going to tell me, hey, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And then we're going to split the big group into small groups, and everybody's going to hold each other accountable. And you're going to have a breakthrough. You've been wondering why you haven't been having a breakthrough, because you're going at it alone. All the studies show those who go at it alone, mediocre. Those who get accountable, every time. So make sure you go to theproductiveman.com, get on the VIP list, and your life can change. My guarantee is spend 2 weeks with me, I will double your productivity. Okay? It's amazing what we can do when we know the science of high performance. Okay, so here's another thing. This same student was still being a little stubborn. He said, Jad, yeah, you know what, but you know what, I'm an introvert, so I'm not really, I like to do things on my own, and I just kind of like, and he was going on and on. He wanted to still go at things alone. I said, okay, listen to this then. I should have grabbed the book. Where is it? Let me get the book. Give me a second. In the meantime, drop me a comment. Are you feeling this? Are you feeling a little fire inside? Okay, so I have a book in my hands. Who knows what this book is? If you know me well, you'll know what book this is. I shared one chapter from this book with this guy, with this student. I'm about to share that secret with you too. What is this book? Drop me a comment. Okay, you guys know me well. All right. Wonderful. It's great to be surrounded by brothers who know me. Okay, Think and Grow Rich. Okay, so this student kept arguing with me. Not really arguing, but kind of like, no, he thought he had an option. Okay, he thought he had an option of going at it alone, and I've seen enough men fail to know that it's not an option. Okay, so here's what I said. Napoleon Hill is the author of this book. Okay, you know how this book came about? And I'm just going to give you the speech I gave him. Okay, so I'm just going to pretend I'm talking to him, right? So I said, you know how this book came about? Napoleon Hill was commissioned by Andrew Carnegie, who was at the moment, I think, the richest man in the world. And Andrew Carnegie said, spend the next 20 years interviewing 500 of the most successful men in America and come up with the principles of success. I know this says Think and Grow Rich, but it's really just the principles of success in whatever area you want, okay? So Napoleon Hill spent, I don't remember if it was 20 or 25 years. I think it was 25 years, okay? Let's say 20. Napoleon Hill spent 20 years of his life interviewing 500 of the most successful men in America. And the one pattern he found amongst all of them, without exception, is not one of them achieved success alone. Not one. Oh, Jad, but what? Not even one. So what I said to my student, I said, are you, so Napoleon Hill spent 20 years of his life studying 500 of the richest men in America. And his conclusion was nobody succeeds alone. Are you telling me that you're going to be the exception? Think about that. We're talking about masculine motivation. Winning is a team sport. Get accountable to someone. Get on the hook. Okay? You have an opportunity right now to get on the hook for 14 days with me and my dear brothers. If you want to, you can go over to theproductiveman.com and get your VIP pass. My promise to you, I will double your productivity in 2 weeks. So, what are you going to do next? Okay? In your life right now, what are you going to do next? My mother told me something. She said, Jad, don't ever listen to what people say. Listen to their actions. Actions never lie. Let's say that again. Actions never lie. Actions reveal your true intentions. So I'm calling you out. Today is making you a little uncomfortable. Jad T. Jones is calling you out. Yes, you, not the other person watching this video. You. No, not the guy who's watching live and now you're watching a recording. You. I'm calling you out because I got love for you. Love is demanding. And I know you're better than how you've been being. And so I'm calling you out to greatness. And what you do next will define who you are as a man. If you've been going at it alone, and after this video you continue to go at it alone, your actions reveal who you are and what you really want. If after this video you never walk alone again and you get yourself on the hook with another man, with a mastermind group, with this VIP 14-day challenge, then we know something has shifted in you. Then we know you're serious about succeeding in your life because your actions reveal your true intentions. Your actions reveal your true intentions. Your actions reveal your true intentions. So, the choice is yours. What are you going to do? Are you going to admit that you have a problem? Are you going to start tracking that problem and put the numbers down because the numbers never lie? And finally, are you going to take the most important step, which is, are you going to get yourself on the hook, accountable from now on and forever to make sure that you finish what you start and that you get done in life what you want to get done and stop falling short. Stop making excuses and just stop being that lone lion in the savannah who's weak and vulnerable. There is no such thing as a man who succeeds alone. It does not exist. Okay? So, let's do a recap. The recap is the 3 secrets to masculine motivation. Number 1, admit fully, hey, I got a problem. I got a problem. Okay? I'm a denial machine. I'm in denial. I've been in denial. I'm an addict. I'm a social media addict. I'm a porn addict. I'm a sugar addict. Whatever. I'm lazy. Whatever it is. Admit it fully. Then track. Start tracking carefully, detailed. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers to amplify that gap, that displeasure gap. And then finally, get accountable to a group of men who care about you enough to keep you on the hook and keep you accountable. And I welcome you to join my 14-day challenge because you know I care about you and you know that I give my heart and soul to keep you accountable. And when you're on the hook for something, right now your brain's like, I don't want to take action because your brain wants to keep everything the same. Are you going to let it win you one more time? You're going to let it defeat you one more time? That's your little me. Your little me keeps you stuck, keeps you small, keeps you lazy, keeps you in your comfort zone. Today's an opportunity for the big me to win and say, you know what? I'm going to sign up for this challenge. Yeah, it's called a challenge. Yes, I will challenge you. Are you ready or not? Choice is yours. Sparta's fired up. All right. So we went a little long. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys who came on live and who asked questions and dropped me some comments. I apologize. I can't get to all your questions, but probably gonna go live again tomorrow. So stay tuned. I'm gonna try to keep the live streams at the same time every day. Not promising, but hopefully. Okay? So, for those of you gentlemen who are part of the VIPs, I look forward to seeing you in the 14-day challenge where I'm going to double your productivity in 2 weeks and transform you. Transform you into a powerful, motivated, fire in your belly, productive man who's getting things done. All right? Okay, yeah, click that bell for notifications. That's right. Click the notifications bell so you know every time I go live, every time I upload a new video. And that's it. I'll just hang back for like 60 seconds in case you want to say bye to me. And I'll just wait for that comment. There's like a 45 to 60-second delay. So say your goodbyes. Thanks for watching. Jump over to theproductiveman.com. Get on the free 14-day challenge. And I look forward to getting to know you during those 2 weeks. Take care. Thank you, Miles, Hakimi, Adrian, Sparta, Ashkan. Everybody guessed, right? Everybody guessed. You guys know me. You guys know me. Okay. Thank you very much, and I'm out. Peace.